First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here in Atlanta, GA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Atlanta. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
I read something prepping for this game. That he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago.
On first down, Hurts. Caught by the tight end, Hurts. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second down, here's Hurts. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and 5.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the move to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Under center, it will be the 6'3" quarterback from Alabama, A.J. McCarron.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles' 13-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brandon Copeland leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Throwing is Hurts. One, but incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now this throw caught left side. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. No, the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Hurts. And he finds his tight end. It's Hurts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen Hurts' athletic ability. Almost a 4.6 runner. This guy can get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs as well as his arm.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And they're on 24 yards.
Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Put that thing up where you burn it. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn it.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Ryan, short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete. Sets up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Ertz has it left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Oh, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick-6. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Ryan on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
By Josh Sweat.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A first down carry for Davis. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He's tackled at the
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Ryan got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Ryan now off the bootleg. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Ryan will throw again. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing again, Ryan. That's complete, right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Davis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Operating from the gun. Ryan. That is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tajay Sharp there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Coup for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. They go play action with Hurts. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Hurts. The pressure gets to him again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, Many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the end. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. try and run for it with Davis. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And they've created a major first-half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good teams adjust from series to series. They make their adjustments on the sideline before they go back out. In this case, I think they might need a little bit more time. They want to get to the half and start figuring out how do they change protections, how do they get the ball in the hands of the passer a lot quicker, make sure he doesn't get hit as often, all those different things. Maybe even run the ball a little bit more. Anything to try and tamp down the pressure.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Cravon will block with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. Sanders has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Matt Ryan. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now it's Davis. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
It's a loss of 2.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, that is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Koo now for the point after.
For the point after.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start with the option. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO, what's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got him in, complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Brings up 2nd and 3. at the Falcons' 21-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
12-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Davis, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Play action. It's Ryan. That's called over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he and takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Davis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run on first down. It's Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
no gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. His kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
31. Eagles 21.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to Ward.
Hurts.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Greg Ward Jr. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Sanders. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 16. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Ryan. That is taken in by Hurst. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good. good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, it's Davis, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
To Hayden Hurst.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. There's that man again. It's complete. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He was taken down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Koo for the extra point.
For the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To number 6.
A big play there. 73 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So it's safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1 play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 20.
The Falcons offense set to go. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the draw, this is Davis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Davis now, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ryan. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan will throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Makes the score Falcons 41, Eagles 28.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Could just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To go.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's complete to Ward. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try and run it. Hurts fumbles it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Caught by the tight end, Hurts. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Number 6.
From 4 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down by 6, a little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. To throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
He'll get this to Ward. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Sacked. A loss of 5.
Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.